Welcome to Inside Lake Forest. I'm Eileen Weber, your host, and today we're visiting at Fitness Together. I know we always have those New Year's resolutions of getting fit and losing weight, eating healthy. Well, this is an opportunity for you to step inside Fitness Together and learn more about accomplishing those goals. Let's step inside. Hey, Alex.
Hi, Eileen. Nice to see you.
Great. Thanks so much for having me at the studio today.
Thanks for visiting.
I'm excited to learn more about Fitness Together, see the studio, maybe get some workout tips.
Okay, great.
But first, love to hear a little bit about how Fitness Together started in Lake Forest and your involvement.
Okay. I've been with Fitness Together for almost 10 years now. We opened up in Lake Forest in 2007.
Okay.
So it's been over 6 years. I started in Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin, and after this location opened up, became the owner in 2010. So I have a kinesiology degree from the University of Wisconsin. After that, I just wanted to get into personal training. I thought about physical therapy, but I liked the interaction one-on-one that we get with personal training, and I thought that if you get into rehab, it'll just be a little too one-sided. But the dynamic that we get in here, being able to do any kind of physical activity with people, whether it's post-rehab, sports performance, physical fitness, weight loss, gives us a really broad spectrum to do with all our clients. So whatever the goal is, we can always design a new program for that person, and it's exciting to watch them progress a long time and develop that relationship and get to know them really well.
Fabulous. Let's take a little tour of the space and talk about some of the different training that you have, depending on if it's a group or individual.
Right. This space right here is our group training space.
Okay.
This is where we do what we call our pack sessions. In pack, we'll do anywhere from 5 to 6 people in a small group.
Okay.
So as you see, there's not a whole lot of equipment, but it's a lot more open space, teaching people how to do plyometrics and different kinds of drills, just using their body weight as the implement.
Okay.
Although you still have kettlebells, battle ropes, medicine balls, and plenty of space to move and train everybody. The one-on-one private space is a lot different. There you have a lot more equipment, and it's just the one trainer and the one client working together, and a lot more emphasis on that one person's needs.
Great. Let's take a look at that.
Okay. So this here is our private personal training room.
Okay.
We have 2 rooms that are equipped exactly the same. After meeting with one of our clients, we assess their needs, assess their lifestyle, what their goals are, and try to develop a long-term plan that they can reach that, not a short-term fix.
Okay.
So once we set a timeline in, we set times and dates and schedule that they can consistently stick with, and they meet with us in this room after a warm-up. And as you can see, it's a small room. There's no waiting in line for any equipment. There's no moving across the big room. We can move really quickly and efficiently throughout the room and get a lot in within the session. And the sessions are an hour.
Okay.
Some people work out a lot longer than that, but people will find that within 1 hour, they're not going to want to do much more than that. An hour is plenty of time to get a lot in.
Good. What are the types, maybe just a couple of things that you do in this space, with the weights, or can you explain some of the equipment, Alex, to me?
Great. This is our biggest piece of equipment, the
Okay.
Smith machine. It helps teach people how to do different barbell exercises like bench press or a squat, but with a little bit more balance, less focus on stabilizing the bar, since the rail system will do that for you. One of the most versatile pieces of equipment is our TRX straps.
Okay.
You might see these at other larger gyms in big rack systems. We just get a little bit more emphasis on proper technique.
Okay.
But the suspension systems work well because you just set your hands or feet in the handle, and being balanced out in an open space and not in contact with the floor has to work your nervous system a little bit more, work a little bit more on balance,
Okay.
and stabilizing all these other muscles in controlling the movement.
Great.
And we'll be able to show you that in a little bit too.
Great. Okay. Excellent. And so everything for different types, you mentioned different types of people with goals. So do you handle things like weight loss goals? Do you handle things like, say someone's training for a marathon, or like yourself, Alex, you've done the Ironman. How do you balance those different aspects?
Well, if someone wants to come in and lose weight, that's our primary client. I'd probably say 70% of our clients are women between 35 and 55 who are interested in losing weight and just becoming more fit, kind of a general goal. The rest, the other 30% make up people are either A in post-rehab or on the other side of the spectrum in sports performance.
Okay.
So if someone is into marathoning, football, strength events, my background in track, being a thrower, but then
Okay.
also having done marathons and triathlons. One of my trainers, Vlad, is a double black belt and still competes in martial arts.
Wow.
Kate's a golfer. Craig was a track athlete as well and also an MMA fighter. Eric was a baseball pitcher. So we all have a very broad background in
Neat.
sports in order to add information to how we train our clients.
Wonderful. It's great to see such a wide scale of information and knowledge brought through your trainers, Alex, that can be passed on to the
Yeah.
clients.
And any one of us have a degree in exercise science, physiology, or kinesiology, so we all have the same base level of knowledge. So if anyone is worried about which trainer they work with, any trainer is going to be able to apply the same science to somebody's program.
Neat. Really cool. So, are you going to introduce me to Vlad next and put me through a few
Sure.
training things?
Sure. Let me
Okay.
go
Let's
introduce you
do
to
it.
Vlad. Eileen, I'd like to introduce you to Vlad.
Hi,
He's one of the
Vlad.
senior
Hi.
trainers
Nice
here
to meet
at
you.
MT.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
His background is also exercise science, and as I mentioned before, he's a double black belt in karate too. So also a very athletic guy, and he's going to
Cool.
show you some of the things that you can do with TRX, like I mentioned earlier.
Great, Alex. Thank you.
Good luck.
I'm a little nervous.
All right, Eileen, the first exercise we're going to do is a TRX row. So the TRX is a great piece of equipment that allows you to use your own body weight as resistance. So the exercise is going to look like this. We'll have two hands here grabbing the handles. Walk the feet in a few steps and get the arms all the way straight.
Okay.
From here, as your body's straight, bend your elbows, pulling yourself up. Hold it for a second, keeping your eyes up, and then slowly come down.
Okay.
Let's try that. We're going to do 5 of these. This is a great one to strengthen the upper back and shoulder muscles. So your body's going to stay all the way straight. You're going to bend your elbows, pull yourself up, squeeze your shoulder blades back, hold it for a second, and then slowly come out. That's a great first rep. Let's go all the way to 5. Awesome. Body staying straight. How's that feel?
Good.
Awesome.
My big thing is making sure you keep the neck straight.
Yeah,
and
posture
not-
is important, and this is a good exercise for that because you really improve the strength of the postural muscles. 1 more, and that's 5. Awesome.
Great.
How'd that feel?
Good.
Good exercise.
Yeah.
Okay, next we're going to come over to use one of our kettlebells.
Okay.
This is a very versatile piece of equipment that lets you do all sorts of different things with it. We're going to use it for squats.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the kettlebell nice and close to your chest and your toes slightly pointed outward, feet about hip width. From there, the hips are going to push back as you sit down at about parallel, keeping your torso tall, your eyes straight ahead, and then coming up and through to a tall standing position.
All right.
Let's try that. This is great to strengthen the legs
This is
and
pretty
really
heavy.
works the whole body. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a 20-pound kettlebell.
Really working me today.
That's right. So sit back with your hips, keep your torso tall. That looks nice. And then come up. Nice. Your feet look good. Your hips are coming back. That looks good. That's 2. We're going to go all the way to 5. Feel okay?
Yep.
Awesome. And try to keep your knees out as your hips come back. That's it. Nice, good grip. And we'll do 1 more to finish.
Okay.
Perfect. That looked nice. How'd that feel?
Yeah, good.
Awesome.
Definitely,
That's a tough one.
Definitely working the legs.
Yeah, good to strengthen the lower body.
Yes.
For the next one, we're going to come back to the TRX, and we're going to change the length. So we're going to make them
All right.
long so we can train the push-up. So this is very similar to a traditional push-up, but instead of placing the hands on the floor, we'll have them in the TRX. This adds a little bit of instability, and
Yeah.
it lets us move our feet back to change the difficulty by using our
Okay.
own body weight. So we'll start with the arms nice and straight. Our body's going to stay straight, just like it did on the rows, but this time the elbows bend and come to wide, and you're going to come back up to a straight position.
All right.
Okay? So with this one, we're strengthening the pecs, the muscles kind of right in the front of your arms and chest. Let's walk your feet back. Yep. Arms are going to stay straight. Perfect. You're going to bend your elbows and let your body stay straight as it lowers down. Go ahead.
And do you want the elbows to come out?
Yeah, we do. We want the elbows
Okay.
to get out to the sides and then straighten all the way out. Perfect. That looks nice. And you're coming to the perfect position that we want.
Yeah, I see a lot of core strength is needed in something
Exactly.
like
So the
this.
whole body's working to stabilize you in that position while the arms are moving. So this is a great one. Last one to finish. That was awesome. Your body stayed straight, and that looked good. And let's come all the way up. Eileen, the last piece of equipment that we'll use for our final 2 exercises is the battling ropes. So these ropes let us develop some strength and power while
right.
moving with some quickness. So we're going to do 2 movement patterns with this. The first one is a double slam. So we're going to slam both of those together and just make nice waves. So we're building a lot of power, working our grip and shoulders, torso staying stable, and the legs are even working. So let's try that one, and then we're going to go into a different pattern.
All right.
So bend your knees just a little bit and push the hips back, and you can start making those nice waves with the arms. Perfect. Working on power, staying stable, and you can see that you instantly get into some fatigue in the shoulders and the upper body. Let's get 5 more of those slams. Perfect.
Mine aren't as perfect as
That's
yours
all right.
are.
There you go. Now the last one we're going to do, you can stay right there. We're going to make waves, but we're going to alternate them. So it's the same idea, but one's coming up and the other one's coming down. There you go. Nice. And this one we can really emphasize the speed of the movement. There you go.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it really does work the bicep. And the
Yeah,
shoulder.
it's going to develop strength in the arm and the shoulders really well. And done. That was a great workout. How'd that feel?
Great. It was great, Vlad. Thank
Awesome.
you so much. It
Thank
was a
you.
pleasure.
Thanks for coming.
Alex, that was a great workout.
Good. How does everything feel?
Good. I definitely could tell that I need to work on my kind of total body strength when we were doing the TRX push-ups.
Do you feel that instability that I mentioned earlier?
I did feel the instability, yeah.
Good.
And I even noticed when I threw the ropes or smashed the ropes, when Vlad did it, they were more in sync and mine weren't quite. So I'm wondering if maybe one arm might be stronger than the other.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Like some of the things that make us unique in how we train is a lot of what we do is gross body movements. Not so much in isolation and one muscle group at a time, but working on your whole body's coordination, working on your efficiency of your muscles, working on more joints and more muscle groups all at the same time. So, like you notice with the ropes, that they're even, they're smooth and nice and symmetrical, whereas when someone who's not used to doing that, they've never touched it before, the ropes start to cross, they get in patterns that they're not intended to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't look quite so smooth.
Right.
But in time and in training, your body learns these new movement patterns, and we're very diligent and patient in training these new things and applying learning into fitness. Not just coming in, doing repetitions mindlessly, but
Right.
trying to pick up on the mechanics, on the technique, and all the physiology behind what we want you to do.
Well, I think it's fabulous, and it certainly makes Fitness Together stand out in the community as a fitness studio
Thank
and
you.
training facility.
Yeah. And some of the other things that we do is assessments.
Okay.
Some gyms have you come in, work out, and you never know your progress, but every 6 to 8 weeks, we retest our clients.
Okay.
So as you come in, we get a baseline measurement for your heart rate, blood pressure, your 7-site skin fold test, which measures your body fat percentage,
Okay.
your circumferences, and your strength testing and your flexibility.
Okay.
Every 2 months then we'll retest, give you a report, and chart all your progress and all your graphs,
Neat.
as well as before and after pictures so you can see feedback. And then we also know if you're doing all the homework that we tell you. Because
Okay.
we also try to coach people on their nutrition. How many calories should they take in? How many calories should they burn? What are the nutrients that you should be taking in every day? So if people aren't doing their homework, the testing is a great way for us to know if people are lying to us
Yeah.
or if they're following through with the program in full like we recommend in the initial consultation.
Speaking of nutrition, Alex, are there any things online, like apps or anything that you recommend people do to help track their food intake?
There's a lot of
Calorie counting?
apps that you can
Okay.
do with an iPhone.
Okay.
MyFitnessPal or a Fitbit are really great things to do on your phone because a lot of people don't want to write down at the end of the day or they forget about it. They don't want
Right.
to take a pad out of their purse or out of their wallet while they're at lunch, but everyone always carries their phone with them all the
Yeah.
time. So if you just open up the app, take a minute to jot it down really quick. Even if you don't want to analyze it, we just ask that a client bring in their MyFitnessPal, bring in their phone, let us look at it. We can do all the math and make sure that you're getting all your macronutrients, your fats, carbs, and proteins, and all your vitamins and minerals, so that way you're getting the most out of your workouts.
Perfect.
And then also what you're doing at home matches up with what we're doing in here.
Great. Great. Well, Alex, it's really been a pleasure meeting with you today.
Thank you.
Where can people find you? Facebook website?
The best way to find us is on our website, which is
Okay.
fitnesstogether.com/Lake Forest.
Okay.
Also, you can find us on Facebook under FT Lake Forest.
Okay.
Either one will have videos of exercises, a blog on any kind of research reviews that we read all the time on our continuing education. We like to kind of simplify that and give our clients the education that we get,
Neat.
but a little water it down a little bit, take some of the data out, and then let you guys learn how the science applies into fitness.
And what I love too, Alex, I think on your Facebook page you put out like a daily workout. So I know I get that news feed, and it's nice to just, if it's a rainy day and you're just not feeling up to going to the gym or doing your normal, you can take those exercises and do it.
That's part of what we try to emphasize, that fitness is a lifestyle, not just coming to the gym. So it should kind of exude into how you eat, what you do at home, what you do on your vacations, and what you're doing here at the gym. So
Yeah.
by doing these pretty basic workouts of the day, it helps get people a little bit more involved when they're at home and think about their fitness when they're outside of the studio.
Very cool. Well, it's been a pleasure working with you today, getting a tour of the studio, getting a workout from Vlad. I've had a lot of fun, and I hope that more clients, potential clients of yours, see this video and come in and set up an appointment.
Thank you. It was great to have you in today.
Thank you. Thank you for watching Inside Lake Forest. As you know, I've been at Fitness Together here with Alex Mueller and Vlad, who was training with me today. It's a one-on-one program and also for groups. Client, trainer, and goal. That's their focus, and I hope you stop in and visit them soon.